So Alex, P3 in qualifying there, behind Voisin with Matthew Rees in second, but critically ahead of Joseph Logue.
Yeah, I think being in front of Joseph isn't really the important one. It's being in front of Callum. Obviously, he's the championship leader, so yeah, it's helpful that Joseph is a little bit further back points wise. But obviously, I don't come here to finish second. I want to win, so I'm gonna have to see what happens. Hopefully, Matt can get a good start and make something happen in turn one, and I can pick up the pieces. But we'll have to wait and see.
And you were so quick last time at Zandvoort. Do you feel you're riding the quest of a wave going into this weekend?
Not really, no. I think the pace has always been good. Just a couple of things didn't go our way. So I wouldn't say my approach or my attitude in terms of how our pace has been has changed at all. I always feel that we should have good pace, and when we do, it's not like it's a miracle or anything. I feel like we should be fast. So if we can have the same again this weekend, then that would be nice.
Is there a feeling that you've done this before with British F4 and the Italian Championship last year, and taking that experience into this weekend?
Yeah, well, I think obviously last year was a completely different situation. I think we pretty much dominated the year, and it was pretty much just me out front on my own. Where I think this time it's going to be a lot harder. The three drivers at the front are a lot closer, and pace-wise, I'd say we've been pretty much the same all year. So I don't really see Callum making any mistakes in front, and I assume Joseph's going to be coming from behind as well. So I'm just going to try and do my best, and if it all works out in the end, then great.
And what was qualifying like up there? How was the track, and was it drying all the time, or the surface was quite greasy out there?
It was drying ever so slightly throughout the session. I think the lap times from the start to the end were quite a bit quicker, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure if it's going to be dry for the races. It's drying quite slowly, so we'll have to wait and see.
And how's your season as a whole been? It sort of stuttered a bit with Alnton and the crash at Silverstone, but since then you've been really quick.
I think ultimately, in terms of a whole, I would say I'm probably not the happiest with how the season's gone. I feel like we could have done a lot better, and maybe should have done a lot better. But I think there's no point in saying shoulda, woulda, coulda. I think we are where we are now, and we have to try and make the best of it.
And how much does sim racing help you? Of course, you've joined Apex Racing Team recently. What does that entail, and how does it help you going into the weekend?
Well, I think the sim racing side of things is different to real life. I don't really use it as much as help for the real life stuff. I kind of do different stuff on the sim, so it's nice to have when I'm at home, but I don't really use it for this stuff.
And what are you expecting from the race later on, with Voisin on pole and Rees in second, just to get off the line and see if you can get in front of Rees and then challenge Callum later on?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, if Matt can get a good start and make something happen, that would be nice. But I'm just going to keep my head cool, and if something happens, great, and if not, then I'm just going to have to hold position.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you again, and all the